We're in, like I'd like to call the after party from the April Hoover Area Chamber of Commerce monthly luncheon. We got to hear from the gentleman next to me, Gary Christian, as well as we heard from tournament officials from the Regions Tradition. That's coming up pretty soon. My first question to you, Gary, this was your first chamber luncheon with us. And impressions, people you got to meet, tell us what you thought about the luncheon.
Well, I think that's it was such an important thing for me to do, to be around my community and get to meet so many different people in so many different walks of life, but have so many commonalities in them. You know, it seems like talking to them, you know, they have the same desires and needs and similar stories, and you know, whether they're young or old or they're just beginning. There's so many similarities that I really enjoyed being around, and you know, I really enjoy being part of my community, and so to share my story with so many successful people in this community was special for me.
Well, we found it very special, and I know our membership did. We, you know, had 140, 150 people here today to hear all the great words of wisdom and your unique life journey, as I like to call it. You're out and about, obviously, sharing this unique journey, but elaborate a little bit more on really, as you share it, what you do and how you're able to get your message out more.
Yeah, I think I've got what I call now a sort of a portfolio career, where I'm broadcasting about 10, 12 weeks a year, which leaves a lot of room for other stuff. I have a passion to share my story. I'm just figuring out how to monetize it now. I think it's one of those stories that resonates with so many different people, whether it's in business, whether it's in sports, whether it's in students. You know, there's so many avenues you can take it. But in addition to that, you know, the travel hosting that I'm doing, hosting golf trips to the UK and in fact around the world, I think that's my passion along with the speaking, because, you know, I want to share my love of the game and share, you know, my experiences of playing on the PGA Tour and playing the greatest golf courses in the world. And so, you know, I think it's a nice sort of synergy, shall we say, that if someone wants to take a bucket list trip maybe to the UK, to have a host that has played golf at the highest level, that's familiar with the culture, familiar with the game, that might be just that additional extra experience to an incredible trip. So, you know, those two are the things that really interest me, along with a little bit of corporate entertaining. I think, you know, with golf being so popular now and being so important in business, to maybe have someone that has the experience of PGA Tour, broadcasting media, and can hold a conversation, I think can kind of bring clients and companies together and see if they can maximize their relationships.
I'm surprised you can hold a conversation.
It's weird, isn't it?
Isn't it? Well, you have to hear you speak and to realize they know I'm only joking about that. Before I get to maybe sharing a little bit of your contact and how to reach you, given your busy schedule, you know, from everything that you do, I'm just idly curious, how often do you get to just go out and play? I'm not doing corporate hosting, no executive coaching. I just get to go out, and whether it's with the kids or with the family or with friends. How often do you get out?
Well, when I broadcast, I take my clubs with me every opportunity I can, because that's when it's kind of the quietest. I don't have distractions. I try and get out once a week. I actually like doing playing lessons because, you know, most people take lessons on the driving range, but they don't know how to really transition it to the golf course. So it scratches an itch for me, where I get to play and I get to help them and they get to learn. So I try and use that as a vehicle to keep me sharp, and I still get it in the 60s most of the time, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, I still get in the 60s most of the time. That's for us 10 and 15 handicappers. Anyways, as we wrap this up, for future corporate engagement, things like that, tell everybody how that we can reach you.
Yeah, I think the best way is just email GaryJChristian@gmail.com. And my cell phone number is 205-612-2726. Would love to talk and chat and see if there's any way I can help you, help your business, and help your golf game and help your travel experience. We've got a lot of arrows to the quiver.
All right, again for our April luncheon, Gary Christian sharing his unique journey and wisdom with our great backdrop here at the Hoover Country Club. That's it from the Hoover Area Chamber. We'll see you soon.